Namaskar. Today we'll take on a new chapter that is called colonialism and countryside. How Britishers tried to control India and how people reacted towards it. Because you already know 1857 was a very important era where first war of independence was fought and Indians were not satisfied. That was the reason they revolted against Britishers. Now in this chapter we'll take on Bengal and Zamindar. Why I am using this word Bengal? Because it's the first state which was annexed by Britishers. And Battle of Plassey, king was defeated and this part was taken by Britishers. And they set up their company there in Bengal, and that was the reason why I am using the word Bengal and Zamindars. Because that time maximum revenue was extracted through with the help of the Zamindars. Zamindars were very powerful people, specially appointed by kings and nawabs. And the Britishers thought they were not getting good revenue. उनको ऐसा लगा कि उनको revenue नहीं मिल रहा. That is the main source of income for the government officials. उनको लगा कि something has to be done, कुछ ऐसा किया जाए that their revenue can be increased. So therefore, in that way, they started a new system that is called permanent system. By this way, Britishers thought that they will get every time a good income and the revenue will be fixed. And Zamindars also come to know that how much they have to pay. So this was the thing which they have started in permanent settlement, but there are so many drawbacks which were there in that. But some cases, because in this permanent settlement, this was also fixed. By chance, Zamindars are not able to pay revenue, the land was auctioned immediately. According to sunset law, sunset law says if before sun is setting and not able to pay your revenue, your land will be auctioned. And this case happened to Burdwan Nawab because he is not able to pay the revenue and his land was auctioned. So this was the story which was going on. Second one is, what are the problems of unpaid revenue? What are the reasons why the Zamindars are not able to pay it? Because Zamindars have to pay regularly, whether your harvest is okay, your crop production is okay or not, then also you have to pay the revenue. Sometimes untimely rainfall, sometimes untimely situations cause that they are not able to pay revenue. And they knew one thing very clearly, by chance if they are not able to pay, the land can be auctioned. And reason because the taxation system which was fixed in permanent settlement, that was quite high. Revenue was very high and Zamindars are not able to pay that high revenue. That was the reason why Zamindars were not happy with this, and they have to pay regular to Britishers. Whether what type of situation can be there, they have to pay regularly for that income. Third point is reason of failure of Zamindar, because Zamindars are not able to pay revenue, and that was the reason. And Britishers, which they thought that they will get a permanent revenue source, that also they were failed because they were not able to pay. Zamindars are not able to pay a proper in time that revenue, and that was the reason why Britishers also not getting proper revenue. So the system which they started, that was not activated properly, and so many Zamindar lost their land due to this. And you know already, first war of independence, maximum Zamindars participated in that revolt because their land has been taken by Britishers. So that's it. Then we have regulation on Zamindar by company. As I told you, in 1857, there are so many Britishers which were Britishers thought that these are the Zamindars only who took part in this revolt. If you see maximum areas, the Zamindars only participated in this revolt. So they want to crush them. So many acts were imposed on them, so many restrictions were imposed on them. Earlier they were almost acting like a king in their own area. The local justice, local police is under them. But now Britishers doesn't want that they should be powerful. Their power should be sustained. Their power should be crushed. That was the reason so many acts and so many policies were brought by Britishers to crush them. But Zamindars were not happy for that. A new class of system also started then. Then a new class, instead of Zamindars, there was rise of Jotedars. So new class has been set up in front of Zamindars, that is called Jotedar, and Jotedar become very powerful. They started controlling maximum revenue from those areas because they have a direct contact with the peasants. Zamindars are not able to manage those things, and this class become very powerful, and that was the main contest between Zamindars and Jotedars. Then we have resistance of Zamindars, because I told you permanent settlement is not able to satisfy जमींदार सेटिस्फाई नहीं हो रहे थे बिकॉज रेवेन्यू का अमाउंट बहुत ज़्यादा था. दे नॉट एबल टू पे इट in time, and according to sunset law, if they're not able to pay the revenue in time, the land can be auctioned. But zamindars started a new policy. They started giving fictitious type of things to Britishers, and secondly, they are not able to they're not paying a proper revenue to Britishers, and they sometimes they cheat also in that way, and they records, they write wrong information to Britishers, and in this way the resistance started by zamindars. And sometimes they give their land to their own wife, because from the land from wife if you have given, then Britishers cannot take it back. So this type of system was there, and people of if auction would be there, their own people used to take bids, and later on they again same zamindar were considered for zamindar of that area. So this type of system was started in Bengal and other parts of India. So people were not happy. Then we have fifth report. This is very important fifth report for board point of view. This is the report which has been finalized by British Parliament, and there was a committee that is called Select Committee who finalized the report on British East India Company. That was the name because this is the fifth report, and that's the reason why it is called fifth report. And it is mainly on ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी. ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी का एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन देखने के लिए ब्रिटिश पार्लियामेंट ने कई लोगों को भेजा ताकि इनकी एक्टिविटीज़ को इनकी मॉनिटरिंग की जा सके टू रेगुलेट ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी. दैट वाज द रीजन व्हाई दिस फिफ्थ रिपोर्ट वाज मेड. So it's a very important report because first time East India Company was checked through this, because some people were saying why East India Company are getting a monopoly to trade with India, but other people are not allowed for that. So this was fifth report. Then there is a person called Buchanan. So this is the point, accounts of Buchanan. Buchanan was a mainly traveller who was surveyor appointed by East India Company to survey the land and survey the things. So he travelled widely to India, especially he travelled in Rajmahal Hills. That was controlled by two important communities. One was Pahadis and one was Santhals. So Buchanan mainly survey all the land, whatever is fit for East India Company. He survey the land, quality of land, whatever rocks are there, whatever minerals are there in that belt. He used to survey and give a proper report to Britishers. So according to his report only, the Britishers able to capture almost Rajmahal Hills. Then there is a Ho and Plowen Hills. What is Ho and Plowen? That means Rajmahal Hill, the people who are inhabited this Rajmahal Hills, they were considered as Pahadis. तो Pahadis लोग यहाँ पे रहते थे, and their main occupation was hunting and gathering, and they don't practice agriculture. They don't believe in settled type of agriculture. They believe in shifting agriculture. So they move from one place to another, and these people used to have, and they used to collect mahua leaves. These are the main trees which has been grown in this area. So इन लोगों का ऑक्यूपेशन मेनली एक जगह से दूसरी जगह जाना और अपने एनिमल्स के साथ, and plus hunting and gathering was the main occupation of these people. So that has been mentioned by Buchanan in that. So Britishers were not happy with these class. उनको लगता था ये लोग सेटल एग्रीकल्चर, उनकी कोशिश बहुत बारी की गई, but they were not able to satisfy with that. The Britishers thought to appoint some new class for that. So they have appointed a new people that is called Santhals. तो संथाल्स को ये लैंड दे देते थे जिसको दामनी को कहा जाता था. दामनी को इज enclosed area which has been given by Britishers to these people for permanent settlement, because they tried lot time Britishers to settle Pahadi people to have settled agriculture that they can get good revenue, but Pahadis were not able to do it. So they appointed a new class that is called Santhals, and Santhals को उनको लैंड दे दिया गया. But after some years, Santhals also observed the taxation is quite high, revenue बहुत high है. So therefore they revolted against Britishers in 1855 to 56. So this was a very important revolt which has been mentioned in it. Then we have Deccan Right Commission. Maximum times there was a revolt, like Santhals have revolted against Britishers, and Santhals have revolted against moneylenders and so many officials. So Santhals are not happy with the way taxation has been put on them, and which way they extract, they were not happy. So that was the reason one commission was set up, especially in South. There was a revolt by some people against money lenders because they are charging very high revenue from these peoples, and their Behi khatas, their account books all have been burned, especially in South. To assess that, there was a commission called Deccan Right Commission has been sent to analyze this thing. So this is the chapter. Thank you. Manoj.